Hi TVO, my name is Amie Varley. I'm a nurse and I'm an essential worker. So some of the work that I do is really behind the scenes. So making sure that we keep our patients and families safe, making sure that, let's say there was an incident that happened in the emergency department. My role is to kind of understand how that occurred. All right, so today is actually the official last day of school. My kids, all three of them, were in online school pretty much for the entire school year. Very, very challenging as I have twin boys and a daughter, and yeah, it was a hot mess, if you want me to be honest. Also, my son has autism. This lovely gentleman sitting right here who will probably yell at me when we have to do some videos. Are we gonna take some pictures today?
Yeah.
All right, so let's take some pictures. What grade have you graduated from? Tristan and Logan first.
Grade 3, and my sister is graduating in junior kindergarten. No,
Senior kindergarten and going to grade 1. So I have grade 4 starting and a grade 1. And yeah, we'll see how the hopes is all three go back to school. So I have to say, this guy right here is instrumental to my life. He's my cousin, the one and only Matt.
That's me.
And we are both nurses. And I'm so glad that, we're both double vax. So,
please get your vaccination.
yes. So
Stop listening to that mumbo jumbo. That conspiracy theories. I'm an operating room nurse, so I've been redeployed here and there and everywhere. The ICU was one of them, and that was terrifying.
yeah.
It was actually a terrifying experience just to see all the death, to see all the sick people.
Oh my goodness, I have the house all to myself. I should do this all the time. Anyways, so today I'm doing a live event with the Philadelphia Inquirer. I'm talking about women in COVID, talking about, some of the struggles and challenges that we faced during the pandemic as women in healthcare. I also just got another email from U of T, the faculty, seeing if myself and Sarah want to do speaking opportunities. Of course we do. Hi guys!
It's the
Cupcakes ready. The cupcakes aren't ready, but I'll make them very soon. I think I do all these things kind of with one real goal in mind, and that's really to make sure that, our kids will have or be afforded different experiences than even myself and Jordan. And I think there's when we talk about privilege, I think some people don't really truly understand. And at least with myself and my husband, we have children with special needs, and knowing that there's going to be a different pathway for them. And if there's something that I can do to help support them in that pathway, to make it easier or to make it more equitable, that I'm going to strive for that. I'm making my father-in-law COVID cakes, so this is the start. I got my green frosting, icing, buttercream icing, and I'm going to finish up this cake. To know that I have someone in my family who feels so strongly that these things aren't true or they aren't real just really hits a nerve with me. And it's more than frustrating. I will continue to advocate for getting the vaccine because I believe it is the right thing to do. We have to follow the evidence, we have to follow the science. And I remember feeling like at the very beginning of the pandemic, very guilty that, I couldn't be in the ICU with my colleagues, or I couldn't be, on the front lines. And I actually had applied to work in vaccine clinics. I applied to be redeployed and I wasn't. So, but I felt that, if I can't contribute in the way of working in the ICU, I can contribute by continuing my role as a quality patient safety specialist, and also by continuing to lift others' voices and to use my own voice and my own platform. I told you it is my father-in-law's birthday, and I was going to make him a COVID cake. So the finishing touches are done. I gotta just stick it into the fridge, and here's what it looks like. Oh my goodness. So I got my microphone, Sarah's remote, and as you can see, she is in her closet. This is where the magic happens when we record our podcast.
Hi everyone, this is Amy and I in our element. We're recording one of
our weekly episodes. We do have the platform, and I said, you know what, even though I can't do that point of care, I'm going to talk about Bill 124. I'm going to talk about, some of the challenges that nurses are seeing in the profession currently. I'm going to talk about, issues related to sick leave, related to mental health and pay inequity.
That's all you need as a podcaster.
Absolutely. You need your microphone and your wit. Anyways, we're going to get recording.
The Agenda with Steve Paikin is made possible through generous philanthropic contributions from viewers like you. Thank you for supporting TVO's journalism.